Hi, it's me, Sherry. Um, this video is going to be dedicated to my daughter, Kashmere. Um, she came over Friday night. I probably might have already told you guys the story on my last video. That was insane. Um, because I was losing my mind, in which I had another nervous break. I had a real nervous breakdown today. You wouldn't think it, because look at me. I mean, but it was bad, bad, bad. I was screaming. That's not what this is about. I'll tell you about that in the end. I want to dedicate it to my daughter because my daughter came over to stay the night on Friday. And I was so excited because it had been a while since she had stayed the night. She wanted to anyway because she's going through so much. And, when she comes over, she gets on the couch. She has her spot on the couch. I had my spot in the bedroom. And I watch TV in my room. She watches TV out there. We're just, comfortably in each other's, presence. And it just feels better to have somebody here. She, I think, feels better because she gets away. She lives with her dad and her 14-year-old son, and so um, she gets away from there, and can, and then and when we talk, of course, and we go to the store, or we do whatever. But so she came over. She kind of got here a little late on Friday, so it was pretty much she, got we were getting ready for bed, just about not bed, but getting in our spots to watch our shows. And it's just nice that she's there and I'm in here. She likes me in here and I like her in there, and we talk back and forth sometimes, or she'll come in here talking, or I'll go out there talking, or whatever. It's just awesome, especially because I'm so alone. And this time she hadn't come in like 3 weeks. So she oh, so the next day, she was doing some of her paperwork, things that she has to get done for her divorce and all kinds of stuff. And I was in the kitchen cleaning, and I didn't think about this. I just it popped out of my mouth. I don't really think much before I say things. I'm a verbal processor, so um, pretty much what I think is coming out my mouth at the same time I'm thinking it. Usually, I mean, I'm gonna try to fix that, but so I go, well, we should go to your dad's house. I should go home with you tonight, and you bring me home tomorrow and do our laundry. And I was just throwing it out there. I thought she'd be like, no way. And she goes, so I just, let it go. I just was throwing it out there, but not serious at all, really, because I didn't really think it would happen. And about 5 minutes later, she goes, they might work out. And she starts saying, but at Phil's house, because Phil has a big, huge washer and dryer. And I'm like, so then I'm not taking it seriously, really. I'm thinking she'll change her mind. And I'm not really wanting to do it, I didn't think. So she goes, we're doing, going about our day. And so it's late by the time. And she goes, like, do you really want to go? Because I got to call my dad. I got to call Phil. And because Phil is bigger washer dryer. And I said, I want to do it at your dad's. I think I already just said this. And I don't know why I felt more comfortable to go do it at her dad's, I thought. Anyway, she goes, no, I need to clean up at Phil's anyway. I'm hanging out there more. And I've got to, make a bedroom up for, she's got her 6-year-old son. That's his dad. So she's like, I gotta, fix his stuff up. She goes, I want to set my desk up. So we go to the store. Um, I'm talking like 8 o'clock at night. We're at the store, 8 or 9, and she goes, you better not change your mind. And I'm thinking, I don't want to do this now. And I'm trying my hardest. I'm thinking that it's gonna get so late that she's just gonna stay the night, and then I'll go to the next day. All right. Well, but my cat also wasn't eating at all. So because she's particular about what kind of shrimp she gets. It was just crazy. But she wasn't eating after I even had my son bring her kind of shrimp, which is uh, a certain bag of shrimp from a certain Kroger, not any Kroger, this Kroger. So obviously the other Kroger don't keep it fresh or something. I don't know what she does, why she don't. So I was worried about her not eating. And I've never left her alone without having like Scotty and come over and feeding her and stuff like that and staying with her for a little bit if I do go anywhere. So, um, we get back and she's like, and I said, yeah, I really want to go. I get, I guess. And so I did want to go. And I was shocked that she was like all for it. So we get back and she sends me upstairs and says, get your, get all the stuff together. I'll wait in the truck. Well, I got up here and I threw so much boric acid in there to kill cockroaches because I knew I wasn't going to get to all this laundry because I won't do laundry here because of bed bugs. Therefore, that when that cockroach infestation happened in October, I just threw everything in that closet, all laundry wise, and I just kept putting cockroach traps in there, threw boric acid all over in there, and just would shut the door. And so when I started with you guys and I'm cleaning, when I started this channel, um, that was the last thing that I was getting to because I have to have money to go to the laundromat. I was going to take all my laundry all at once. Oh my gosh. I didn't even know how much I had. So anyway, I get enough, like 6 bags, 6 huge bags. And what the heck is that? They're all over. And they're all over. I'm sweating to death. I'm way overwhelmed. My cat still won't eat. I start crying profusely. I go down there. By the time I get, she's calling me. She's like, "Are you coming?" And then by the time I get down there, I got one bag, huge bag in my hand because I would have had to get the cart from downstairs to put all the bags on to take downstairs. And so I get down there and I'm sweating to death. And she's like, "You're not coming, are you?" And I said, "I can't." I said, "I really can't." And I said, I just want to like go crazy right now. I just want to like almost kill myself right now. So I'm going nuts. And I said, "I can't." And she starts crying. She's like, "Mom, I friggin' told my dad, I told Phil, I waited this long and now you're going to," and I'm shocked because I'm thinking she's going to be like happy that I don't want to go. And she wasn't. So I felt bad. And I said, "I just can't." And so I walk off and I left my bag of laundry. And she goes, "What, you expect me to do it?" And I go, "Kinda." And I said, "Kinda, would you please?" Because I just didn't want to carry the bag back up. That's how overwhelmed I was. And I knew what I had to face up there. My hands were burning because of the boric acid. It was a mess. So she calls me and she goes, "How about I go to Kroger while you are taking care of Lacey and getting that all together?" She goes, "And I'll get you some bags of the bag of shrimp that she likes." She goes, "And get a couple other things or whatever." And she goes, "Then by the time I get back, you'll be ready, and just do what you got to do." I mean, she really wanted me to come. So by that time had already was sitting in front of a fan, cooling down, calming down, stopped crying, and I was like, okay, she really wants me to come. So I was like, okay, because I do need to get this laundry done. And, she wants me to come, so I'm going to go. And she's being awesome. Saying she's going to get making it easier for me. And I appreciate that, Kashmere. That's why this is dedicated to you. Because you put my needs first. Not that you never have in your life. Of course, she buys me groceries a lot. She does a lot of stuff, when she comes to visit me. And she's got a lot going on herself. But she really put my needs first in this situation. She went and got me while I was getting it all together. I already had the bags together, but while I was organizing then, but being able to go. She was gone for a good 45 minutes. So that gave me a lot of time to be able to feel comfortable to do all this. So I go down and I get it's 4:44 on my clock right now. That's not the time. My clock on friggin' on I haven't set my clock yet, and it's giving me two synchronicities already today. But oh, so I take all my laundry. So I go get the cart. She says she'll even cart it down while I feed Lacey. She gets me 2 bags of friggin' of Lacey shrimp, which is $16 a bag. So she spent $32 on that. That's one. Two, she takes all the laundry down. We load it up onto the thing. She takes all the laundry down herself. Tells me to go ahead and take care of Lacey. Well, I'm feeding Lacey and making sure Lacey's eating the new shrimp. And, I realize that there's boric acid all over the ground. I cannot leave it. So I'm like, oh my God, she waited so patiently. Any other time she would have been pissed. She waited patiently, was totally nice and everything. I had to scrub the whole entire floor to make sure my cat didn't walk in the boric acid. And so when I get down there, I get in the car and she's like, "You okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And I'm just shocked that she's just really caring how I feel and what's going on with me and helping me. I think, maybe seen that I was losing it or something, and I'm always, wanting to be there for her if I can. I can, but she doesn't use me as much as she can because she lives far away and doesn't have a car. She's using her dad's truck. So she proceeds to tell me that she goes, "I got you your salami." She goes, "I'm gonna set you up in a chair." She goes, "I got you a blanket." She goes, "I got you salami and sour cream and onion chips and your kind of milk because they drink vitamin D and I drink vitamin or 2%." She goes, "And I got you some candy and I got you something else that I really love." I can't think of it right now. Pepsi, something like that. Mountain Dew or something. What are you doing, Lacey? Anyway, and she's just being so cool. We get there, and as I'm bringing in the loads of laundry, she's setting me up my bed for the night because it's late now. I'm in the laundry room, and I kind of had to. She said, "Don't clean the laundry room." Well, I had to at least make a path because that laundry room was just packed full of just stuff because he works so much that he pretty much is like just goes to bed. He doesn't even take care of it. And it's a huge, huge house. And there's just stuff everywhere. So Kashmere's, cleaning it up because she's going to be staying there a lot more because she's been hanging around Phil a lot more and, all that stuff. And so they're, instead of co-parenting together, they'll be parenting together. Anyway. And I go and I see my spot and I'm tired. I had enough to get some clothes in the dryer and another set in the washer, and then of course I put, whatever, who cares. If you're gonna leave something in overnight, you do the whites because it's bleach and it won't stink in the morning. But I look at the blanket. I look at the spot made up. She's got me my candy set up, pop set up, my everything set up. It was like awesome. Brand new pillow she got me with a brand new pillowcase, and the blanket that she got is the same exact blanket that I have in my closet right now that I bought a month ago with her, and she bought the same exact blanket, and it was just, I thought that was so awesome. So this is dedicated to her. I love you so much, Kashmir. You are the best daughter in the world. You're my only daughter, but if I had another daughter, you would be my favorite, baby. And I thank you so much for putting my needs first and helping unload some of the overwhelming stuff that I'm going through with this house. She understand or with my apartment. And this is my point here. Some people might say, "But God, you're going a little overboard. Since you started this channel, you've been cleaning and doing this and doing that, and whatever." Well, for one, I don't think there's anything wrong with me not wanting to live with cockroaches, and I will do anything not to. Yeah, I've gone overboard with the boric acid because my hands are burnt right now from being in that closet and trying to make sure that it doesn't touch my cat. So not touching my cat, I'm like waking up with swollen hands and stuff. Yeah, that's going a little overboard, but I don't want them. And what's wrong with me making so it's a federal apartment complex. Um where people go from homelessness right to here, usually, and so there's a lot. It's an old building. Um, the apartments are very nice, but people don't take care of them. People don't care that they got them. They're smoking crack, and then I'm not cutting down people who are smoking crack. I mean, I hope that they get sober someday, like I did. I mean, I didn't smoke crack, but you know what I mean. I'm not judging anybody, but what I do judge is that they don't mind living with cockroaches and bed bugs, and I'm sorry, I cannot. And what is wrong with me making my little portion of my apartment my castle? You know what I mean? What's wrong with me, you know, being a poor person trying to live in a place that is look when you walk in my apartment, it's like beautiful. Like when there's the check-in or not check-in, whatever. The government comes and checks. HUD comes and checks every year. They do a checklist, and I'm really they're just trying to see if your water's running, blah blah. But um, the manager will come through. The manager will come through and look to make sure your apartment looks good enough and all this other stuff. They take one look in mine and they'll go, "Oh, you're good," compared to the other apartments. And I'm not floating my own boat, but I am floating my own boat or whatever the hell it's called because I work my friggin' ass off. I have been since this channel working my ass off to avoid, and I have not seen not one cockroach. I better not see not one bed bug. So, this is dedicated to my daughter Kashmere. I love you so much, Kashmere. I love you unconditionally. I'll always love you unconditionally. I don't care if we get in the biggest fight and blah. I don't care. With my kids, I love my kids no matter what, unconditionally. Even Scotty, who's fully disconnected to me. Even Adam, who I never see. Kashmir, she stepped it up. She's going through so much, and at the same time, stepped it up with our relationship. So I'm very happy. I know she loves me. I know the other two love me, but she really loves me, and she helps me out with groceries and stuff a lot. But this was different. This was wow. She didn't get mad at me one time when we were there, or aggravated, or nothing like that. And she just really like almost like it was Mother's Day, but like a really special Mother's Day. So thank you. I wanted you to know that I love you so much, Kashmir, and thank you. And I dedicated this episode to you. I love you, Kashmir. Oh, and by the way, I had a nervous breakdown this morning today. You wouldn't think so, would you? Would you think that I had a nervous breakdown to where was screaming so loud and crying so loud, saying, I hate life. I hate life. I can't stand it. I was just going through I don't know what I went through for like an hour. I went through this moment that I couldn't handle life. I was like, I'm not meant to live. I'm never going to be happy. And then I had all kinds of theories kicking and I'm crying and I'm screaming, I hate life. Why? And all this other stuff to the point where I was afraid that maybe somebody was going to do a well check on me. Thank God they didn't. Better. Anyway, I love you guys. No one told you they love you. I really do. You've given me no reason not to. And love is what's going to make this world go round. And that's why I get so upset. Because it's like, I really do love people. And I don't know, man. I don't know. It's a whole nother subject. Love you unconditionally. See you guys tomorrow, hopefully.